Hello everybody, this is Raven with Twisted Sisters Mojo, and today's tutorial is on basic candle carving for spellwork. Candles are to witchcraft what air is to lungs. We use these things constantly. The fire helps manifest the magic that we're working on, and as the fire burns down the candle, that helps send the spell out to the universe. But today we're going to talk a little bit on how to carve them. Now, I mean, you can hold the candle and put your intent and then just burn it as it is, or you can do what we do and carve your magical intent in them, like say for a love candle. We have a specific carving that we do here where we work, but I mean, you can carve anything into it except the person's name. You don't want to be that specific, but you can start out by this tool is a clay user's tool. They use it to make lines and what else they use this for in clay, Connie? To sort of
it's a
mess with
sculpting,
sculpting. Thank you. I couldn't spit that out. These are awesome for carving candles. This one has been in the store for a long time, but you can get these from right now. The Dollar Tree's selling them for $2 So what you would do is you take your candle and say I want to do a candle for love. What I will do is carve my symbol into the top, which is 2 hearts representing me and the other person, and then I flip the candle over and I write love, L-O-V-E. Now what I've done in this case when I write love, I've used a combination of runes and Theban. Theban is a magical language that somebody named Raymond Buckland, thought very highly of. Now, Buckland has since passed, but he has a book called The Complete Book of Witchcraft, which I think has been done over once or twice. And in it, there is a section on magical written word, magical runes and pictographs and things that you can use. For our purpose, I'm using the one called Theban. If you can see it well here. Theban is a good language to use because it looks a little mystical and it adds that little bit of extra power. Now, like I said, for our purpose, I've used a combination of runes and Theban, and I have marked that in the candle on this side. Now, what we usually do after that is to get the excess off. That's where this end comes in, to make the candle smooth and ready to burn. Then we would put some kind of an oil on it. This is dragon's blood oil, just to consecrate the candle. Many ways you can do that. Some people prefer to go from the top down, others from the down up. I'm kind of starting to center and go up and down to consecrate that candle. So you just need to get a little dot, rub it in your fingers because a little goes a long way, and consecrate your candle. Now the candles that we use are hand dipped by the Amish in Intercourse, Pennsylvania. So they come to a thing like this, 2 reds, 2 blues, 2 blacks, and we cut them. So if you get a candle that's got an extra long wick, you want to cut it to a normal size. Now there's different ways you can burn it. You can set it and just burn it all at once. I kind of like to do things in 3s, so I might burn it Monday, Tuesday, and then be finished Wednesday, or I might start on a Wednesday and finish on a Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You don't have to do it in 3s, but I find that magical workings actually work really well in 3s. Now we've already discussed color magic, but you can use green for money, blue for emotions, red for love or things of a sexual nature. Yeah, orange is good for a candle called road opener when you're trying to get something to go through. Black and white obviously are 2 good standbys, and full moon, new moon, or really these are good to use when you don't have another color that you want. Another thing that we use are called 7-day candles. Now, these candles do not burn for 7 days. They're called 7-day because when you have the multicolored ones, you burn it one day, one color. These candles may burn 3 or 4 days, but it's bloody unlikely you'll get one that burns 7. For these, the same thing applies. If I want to do a love spell, I would take a Sharpie and I would mark the candle the same as I did the other one with the 2 hearts, and then on the side I would do in Theban love, L-O, and then a rune for V and E, like this. These wicks are pretty good. You don't really want to cut these down because they don't work well when you do that. You can use the oil to go on the inside here, or you can grace the sides up if you want. You can also put holes in the top of it, 3, 9, 21, however you prefer, and put the oil down in there, or you can put herbs down in there, whatever you like. And then just if you're going to leave this thing burning 24/7, I suggest when you leave the house that you put it in your bathtub. I never suggest leaving an unattended candle. I've known someone whose entire house burned down because their child left a candle unattended. Or you can do, like I said, you can do 3 days. You can do 7 days, however you want to. The longer that you're focusing on the energy, the more power that you're putting behind it. These things work really well. Like I said, for orange, we use that for one called Road Opener, and for luck, these 7-day candles like this, you can use for a variety of purposes. If you've got a bunch of different spells you want to do, but you're short on money, you can do money, you can do love, you can do thoughts and communication, you can do magic, you can do just about anything with all of these. Candle magic is very simple and very easy. Again, I can't stress enough not to leave your candle unattended, especially if you have little ones or animals that could knock it off. Hell, I've seen these things explode before, the little smaller ones. So you want to be very careful. But it's a cheap way to do magic. You can get these at the Dollar Tree. You can even find cheaper versions of the 7-day candle at the Dollar Tree. They probably burn a day and a half. But like I said, easy, simple, and it's always good to keep a bunch of these around. This has been Raven with 5-Minute Magic and Twisted Sisters Mojo. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you again.